This is Steve Schiffman, and I want to thank you very much for joining me in this webcast podcast that we do virtually every day to help you as a salesperson do better. And if you're a manager, help your salespeople manage more effectively. Remember, as a manager, your job is not to enforce as much as it to teach. And strategic teaching is really what we talk about. Today, I want to talk to you about something that seems so simple that I don't understand it. That is scheduling your time and looking at your time and scheduling in the travel time that goes into that. I am amazed when I look at people's calendars that they don't fill in the amount of time it takes to travel or the amount of time, if you want to put it simply, to get there. They build it in like it's nothing, like, oh yeah, I'll get there in 10 minutes. You don't get any place in 10 minutes. It takes you 20 minutes just to get out of the parking lot. But people don't build that in. And so what happens is they have an unrealistic expectation for the day. Oh, I'm going to see 20 people today. When? When can you see 20 people? You're going to wave? Is that what you're going to do as you drive by? No. You should have every single week 5 new appointments. And I don't care what you sell. I don't care. It's the same number virtually for everybody. 5 new appointments. That's 5 new appointments every week will give you 8 cumulative end of next week, because you're going to go back to 2 or 3 of those people that you've met. So therefore, you go ahead and you schedule the first 5 new, not repeat, not your existing customers. You go to new people every week. You get to 5. What'll happen is the following week you'll have 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 coming out of that first 5. So I usually look at it as 8 appointments a week. That is a realistic number. That's what you can do. Now, if you have to, and you are responsible for existing accounts, you have to build that in too. But an existing account has to be worth something to you. Have you evaluated what it's worth? Have you evaluated that you're going to get $10 million from this existing account? If not, and you don't really know what it's worth, then it's not worth much. Now, they will continue to buy from you so long as the competition doesn't take it away. Remember, your biggest competitor is the status quo. But when you're the status quo, that is, when you're the one that's serving the customer, you're the vendor, you're the person that they go to, there's somebody else trying to take that business away from you. Every day of the week, there's somebody knocking on their door saying, I want your business. They are saying that, I can guarantee it. And they'll underprice you, they'll undercut you, they'll give better service, they'll do whatever it takes to get the business from you. So you have to watch, they have to protect it. My own personal recommendation, companies need to have 2 types of sales forces. One that develops existing business and keeps it motivated, and the other goes after new business. But sometimes economics doesn't allow us to do that. In your case, though, what I'm talking about today is just managing your time, managing your schedule, making sure that it really looks right. Did you hear what I said? That it looks right. You should plan out your schedule during the course of the week. However, on the weekend, and I recommend people do this on the weekend, sit down with your calendar, with your book, and look at it and say, does this fit? Am I have too many things towards the end of the week or too much at the beginning of the week? Do I need to spread things out? Do I need to re-examine this one? Do I need to cancel this? I mean, I see people all the time. They go on appointments that aren't going to do anything for them. They're going to conferences to meet the same people they've met before. They're going to Chamber of Commerce meetings just because they're going to a Chamber of Commerce meeting and they can write that down as attending something. Please don't do that. Don't fool yourself into thinking that every person you meet has the same value as the other person you have. I know that's heresy, because you think that it is all equal. They're not. They're not. There are people you meet with funny little hats that you should not get involved in. You know what I'm talking about. They're just people you don't want to deal with because they're never going to produce. They're too small a company. And they're minor in their thinking. They don't bust out. You want companies that are grow. Ask the question, what's your growth plan? By the way, something I said to you before, which I think is good to just bring up again. If you, as a representative, cannot say to somebody, you know, I was thinking that this is what we should do next, they're not a good account. You've got to be able to say to the account, This is what I think we should do next. When you can say that, then you know you have a good account, an account that trusts you, an account that'll listen to you. Anyway, remember this week the word is eraser. You win a book, The Big Bang. If you simply write to me, email sschiffman@steveschiffman.com or go to the website, however works for you, and just put the word eraser there, and you have an opportunity to win a book. We've sent out 60 books so far. This week, it's The Big Bang. I happen to personally like that book. I think it's a good, short version of how to succeed in sales. It tells you every day what to do, and it works. It really works. So this is Steve Schiffman. I want to thank you very much for attending. And as always, you humble me by your attendance.